Hello everyone and welcome to Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole. Today is Tutorial Tuesday and we are going to be learning the Granny Waves pattern. So you will need a tape measure if you're wanting to measure for a certain size, a needle for sewing in your ends, a pair of scissors to cut your ends. I'm using a 6mm crochet hook and I'm using cotton yarn. I've already made a washcloth because I wanted to see how it turned out before I did it with you guys. So I'll show you that in a minute, but let's get going. So with the Granny Waves, you need to do a slip knot. And now we are going to chain 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 26, 27. So we're doing a chain of 27 plus one more chain. And now we're going to do a chain 3 beginning chain. 1, 2, 3. So to start row 1, you're going to skip 4 loops. 1, 2, 3. Those are the beginning chain. Then you skip this other chain. So in the 5th chain from your hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to do 3 double crochets all in the same stitch. So there's a double crochet, then do another one in that same stitch, and then one more, all in the same stitch. So you've done 3 double crochets into that one stitch. Now for this row, you are going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2, and in the 3rd chain, you're going to put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. So 3 double crochets all in that same chain. Now that is the repeat for this row. You're going to skip 2 chains and in the 3rd chain do 3 double crochets all into that one chain. And you will do this all the way for this row until you come to the end. And I will join you when we get close to the end and show you how we finish off the row, okay? So, okay, I'm coming up on the end of the row. I just did 3 double crochet into that chain. Now go 1, 2, into this third chain over. We skip 2. I'm going to do 3 double crochets. 1, all in that same chain. 2, 3. Now we have 2 chains left. So we're going to skip 1 chain, and in the very last chain, we're going to do 1 double crochet. And that is the end of that row. This is what we've got so far. The granny stitch, or whatever, I think that's what they call that. This is going to be Granny Waves. So now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. Now, row 2 and 3 will be our repeat rows. So, row 2, we're getting ready to start, and this will be the start of our repeat. So, for row 2, you are going to go into the space between the double crochet from before and the 3 double crochets in that stitch. You're going between those 2, and you're going to put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and now we're going to go over to the next space right here between the 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets. We're going to go over in this next space and we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Okay. Now we are going to skip this third space right here. So we've done 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets. We're going to skip this space between these 3 double crochets, and we're going to go over to the next space and do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. So again, between our one double crochet right here and the 3 double crochet cluster, we did 3 double crochets. Then we went over to the next space between those sets and did 3 double crochets. Then we skipped a space and went over to the next space and did 3 double crochets. So you got 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, skip a space, then 3 double crochets. Now into this next stitch, we're going to do 3 double crochets, or this next space. 1, 2, 3, and this is where our wave is going to come in. So we've done 3 double crochet into that one space. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to do 3 more into that same space. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to skip over to this next space over here, and I've got it kind of loose. That will tighten up, and then if you got a tighter tension, or you're always welcome to use a different size hook or whatever. And this stitch would probably work really good for a blanket or a lapgan or something. Maybe not necessarily washcloth, because it's not going to be square. This one's going to be a different shape, which is fine. You can have washcloths all different shapes if you want. But anyway, okay, we've just done our 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet all in that space. The very next space, we're going to do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3 double crochet, chain 1, and do 3 more into that same space. 1, 2, give me some yarn. 3. So again, we've done 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. Jump over the 3 double crochet from below and into that next space, do 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. Then we're going to jump over to the very next space and do 3 double crochet into that space. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to skip this space, and in the next space over, we're going to do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then that leaves 3 double crochets, and then the space between that and our chain 3. So in that space, for the end of round 2, we're going to jump all the way over, and in the top of that chain 3, we're going to do a double crochet. So double crochet in the top of the chain 3. I'm going to make sure I get the right place, because it wants to 1, 2, 3 right there. That's it. In the top of that chain 3, you do a double crochet, and that is the end of round 2. And there's what we've got looking like so far. See, it's going to have that wave to it. So that's the end of round 2. So for round 3 and the last row of our repeat, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. Now for row 2, you're going to jump over, just ignore that space right there, and jump over here to this space, the next space over, not the one with the single and then the, that, not that one. Second one over, we're going to do 3 double crochet into that space. 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to jump over to the next space, skipping 3 double crochets, and in that space between the 3 double crochets, we'll do 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Okay, now here's where we had the 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. So in that chain 1 space right there, we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Jump over to this space right here, next space over, and do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and then there's our next 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So in that chain 1 space, we're going to do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then the next space, we're going to do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then in the next space over, do 3 double crochet. 1, 2, oops, 3. My hook, this hook right here is slick, and this yarn's just sliding right off it real well. Then jump over to the next space and do 3 double crochets into that space. 1, 2, 3. Now to finish off this round and finish off row 3, and which is the last of our repeat rows, we're going to go do a double crochet in the 3rd chain of that last stitch. So it'll be 1, 2, 3 right here. So I'm going into that bottom loop because then kind of push under. It helps me grab it. Then we're going to do 1 double crochet right there. And that's the end of row 3 and our repeat rows. So you will repeat rows 2 and 3 until you get the washcloth as wide as you want it, or as the length you want it. Now, if you decide to do this pattern for a Afghan, lapghan, blanket, whatever, it's a multiples of 27. So you can go as wide as you want, as long as you do multiples of 27 plus 1 chain. So you'll do your multiples of 27 for the width you want, chain 1, and then you'll do a beginning chain of 3 to start for your next row. So let me get my finished washcloth and show you what the finished product looks like. But again, you're going to be repeating rows 2 and 3, 2 and 3, all the way to as the length you want. And I recommend writing down what row you're on so that you can keep track, since they are slightly different. But that's it. Let's move that out of the way, and I will show you my finished washcloth. And see, it's got an odd shape. Let me back up a little bit with the camera. But, that would make a nice little blanket. I like that. And this is the Granny Waves. Hi. So, I hope you enjoyed learning this new stitch pattern. And please comment. If you have any questions or anything, please leave them in the comment box, comments below. But that's it for this tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it. And I really think this would look nice as a blanket or something. I like that pattern. So we will talk to you guys later in Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole. Okay? Bye for now.